crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manopon. Rolling out to Durban, Malva pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, I go to Miami just for dinner. I just went to Spain, not you. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffa. Ibiza, yeah. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie.
PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Hurts throwing right away. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
This 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the end around, here comes Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
No touch that. Hey, let's go. Trim, 73.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Throwing his Hurts. Very quickly here, and that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Great.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Great.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Trimmer.
In motion, the tight end. Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7. Cowboys 9. Jake Elliott kicking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. No gain on the play there. Second down.
These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Here's 2nd and 10.
They go again with Blue. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Which way? Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jaden Blue with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open weekday coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Motion left, Smith. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Good. 180.
They'll look to throw again.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Great. Set. Anyway, up. 73. Delta.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Great. Set. Trimmer.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Delta.
Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt it.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here is third and quite a ways. From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
2nd and 10. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though.
10 yards to go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Aubrey good with the PAT. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes 3rd down at 7. They'll drop to throw. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves. But this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down carry for Barkley. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Can't bring him down. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, they could repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, it's Blue. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Duggan looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Christensen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They go with Blue between the tackles. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? They'll try and run again with Blue. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3 tight ends up front here, third and goal. Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he will maneuver his way down about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Have a great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal. They'll certainly have the green light here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. They're going to look to throw this. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Blue trying the right side. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Third down and 6. To throw is Duggan. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And some nifty running here as they take this across midfield and down to the 47. 82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now second and 3. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go, set.
They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Duggan now to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ferguson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here we go, here we go.
They go draw here. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Duggan. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 73 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Philadelphia.
Now Saquon Barkley. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Abdul Carter in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll set up a throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They start the drive with a give to Blue. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Duggan to throw. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCullough. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, 73.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. Crowd, let's get it.
In motion left goes Smith.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Now receiver in motion left.
Barkley going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. And the Cowboys 3-yard line.
Second down and goal. Hurts. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate.
There he goes, left side. On his horse. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, his 2nd touchdown tonight. And the Cowboys look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Auburn. And the lead is now 24.
Eagles 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
There he goes, right side. Now look out. He's to the 20. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 93 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Swift into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a 3rd time, but it's going to be difficult.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Cooks flashing the footwork. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Up the middle with Barkley. Shoves him away. They can't tackle him. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Okay, ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Great, set. And anyway,
Hurts. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. There he goes again. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Elliott on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
52, Eagles 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They go again with Blue. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Blue is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Aubrey now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
59, Eagles 21. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though,
They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
15 more yards.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Barkley inside handoff. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Elliott good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
72. Here we go. Sack. Cowboys.
Handoff, Blue running right. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts. That will leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Throwing, Duggan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
17-yard line.
Duggan looking to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Dallas, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.